Mario Baseball. It's exactly what the name implies. Mario and the gang's take on the timeless classic sport. You have your regular cast of Mushroom Kingdom athletes, from the big bad Bowser himself all the way down to Monty Mole. This is arguably one of the best sports games ever made, Mario or otherwise. Well, that may be a bit extreme, but needless to say, I love this game. And over the past year, I have fallen even more in love with it and the competitive community. But let's be honest, baseball is boring, and I felt it needed a little flair. So I decided to do the only logical thing. I knew there was only one course of action I could take to push this game to its true limits. I'm going to beat Mario Baseball completely blindfolded. One of the best features of this game is its built-in challenge mode. It's a single-player baseball adventure that sees you walking around the Mushroom Kingdom and beating each team on their home field, and an all-star game to wrap it up. You can choose any of the 6 team captains, including Mario, Peach, Donkey Kong, Yoshi, Wario, and Bowser. I felt the best team for the job was Bowser's squad of baddies. You've got semi-consistent single hitters in Bowser Jr. and the 4 Dry Bones, and the biggest home run threats in the game with Bowser and the 3 bros, Hammer, Fire, and Boomerang. My plan going into this challenge was to bunt and get on base with the Bones, and go bury bonds on them with Bowser and bros to do maximum damage with minimum contact. Feels a lot easier to score 4 off one swing, right? Now, this is a walk in the park if you're playing in 2005 on your CRT, with your little footy pajamas on and bowl of Fruit Loops, but I'm playing without seeing anything. How the hell do you hit a home run with your eyes closed? Well, thankfully, this game has a plethora of audio cues that actually make it pretty simple to track what's going on if you pay attention. The umpire lakitu lets you know anytime there's a strike, ball, foul ball, or out. The fielders make a noise when they pick up a ball, throw it, or catch it. The pitcher makes a little chime that plays when you're safe. When the inning changes, the lakitu does there's a little ditty that plays when you score a run. You get the picture. I'm going to use these audio cues in combination with my knowledge of the game to track where I am in the lineup, what inning we are in, the score, where I'm at on the map, and even how to quit out of a game if things don't go my way. It was my hope that all of these brilliant strategies would come together, getting me through the gauntlet of baseball and winning me the Mushroom Kingdom World Series without seeing a single second of it. First up was the Wario Team. The Wario Greats, consisting of Wario, Waluigi, Boo, King Boo, Petey Piranha, and 4 Magic Koopas, is objectively one of the best teams in the game. This entire squad consists of characters you regularly see in the competitive meta, and for good reason. From Petey and KB's home run potential to Magic Koopa's consistent singles bat, this was a team to fear. But lucky for me, I couldn't see them. Their home field is Wario Stadium, a sandy desert stadium with chain chomps on either side. This game was a pitcher's duel, the likes of which had never been seen before. Mainly because I couldn't see. My strategy of bunting and hitting home runs was going a bit poorly. Okay, I thought I was there. I thought I was there for sure. However, my pitching strategy was working wonders. You see, the AI in this game tends to know when a ball is going to be in the strike zone or not, giving them a bit of an advantage when it comes to watching pitches. The easiest way to trip them up is by mixing up the speed of your pitches. It just so happens that Bowser is one of the best pitchers in the league for this meta, so the big man took up the mound and pitched an absolute shutout. Unfortunately, on the other side of the ball, we were unable to get anything going due to the fact that I can't see anything. And this game ended up going into extra innings. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, every game aside from the All-Star game is only 3 innings in challenge mode, meaning you have to score fast and often if you want to come ahead with a victory. This particular game went scoreless until the top of the 6th, when the one-man army Bowser ripped a solo shot over the right field wall, marking the first ever blindfolded home run in Mario Superstar Baseball history. That's gone. That's gone. That's gone, right? Let's go! Let's go! Show them the replay. Freaking crack, dude. First eyes closed home run in Mario Baseball history, I think. I assume so. Like, surely no one's done it, right? From here, we took care of business like we had all game long and walked away with a 1-0 victory despite several close calls. Next up was the Kong crew, headed up by Donkey. The DK Kongs, consisting of 3 monkeys and a barrel of baddies, didn't seem like something to be too afraid of. Their stadium, DK Jungle, is actually the smallest in the game, the Yankee Stadium of Mario Baseball, if you will, lending itself perfectly to my death lineup of home run hitters. At least, that's what I thought. You see, this is where we started running into some issues. In my first attempt, I started off a bit rocky, giving up a double to Dixie Kong, which was followed up by an absolute bomb from Donkey Kong. Like, there could just be no one in here right now. No, we caught that, right? We caught that? Was that a home run? Okay. giving them a 2-run lead early. But that was nothing compared to the humiliation from Paratroopa. So on defense, when a ball is hit in play, the game will actually move the closest fielder to the ball to catch it and make a play for you. But there's one exception. If the ball hits the ground and rolls a bit, they stop running towards it, leaving the ball slowly rolling on the ground while it's your job to go and pick it up, which proves a bit difficult when you can't see. Essentially, I'm left to run around in circles, aimlessly praying I pick up the ball and can get it home in time before they score. Unfortunately, Paratroopa saw right through this gap in my defense and left me looking like a complete idiot as the Kongs took a 3-0 lead. We went ahead and wrapped that game up and moved on to our second attempt, where it happened again. Somebody get catch that? Somebody get catch that? After getting the absolute life scared out of me.
How could you give up?
Ah! Jesus! Oh my God! We moved on with a new perspective as a man who had stared fear straight in the eyes and come out alive. Game 3 is where I really got my mojo back. Giving up only 1 run on an in-the-park homer through 2 innings, I headed into the top of the 3rd with my back against the wall, needing to score at least 1 run to stay alive, and that's where everything came together. See, remember that bunting strategy from earlier? I figured out it was too difficult to place a good bunt with your eyes closed, so I had abandoned that idea in favor of slap hitting. I think I'm going to slap hit with everybody. Slapping the ball is essentially swinging for contact in Mario Baseball rather than charging up to hit a deep ball. By slapping at the ball, I was able to more consistently put the ball in play and get on base, which in baseball apparently is better than getting out. In the top of the 3rd, I hit a deep single with Boomerang Bro, another with Green Bones, another with Red Bones, and found myself with the bases loaded, 2 outs, and none other than King Koopa up at the plate. This was the scenario I dreamed of. I was ready to put the dagger in the heart of DK fans everywhere and put my team up 4-1, making this game a walk in the park. I charged, lined up, and let it rip as I plowed a ball down into the center field for a routine single. It scored at least, so I can't complain, but God, that would have been so cool. Next up was Bowser Jr., the young rookie, in the most nerve-wracking spot of his life. Down 0-2 in the count, Clutch Jr. came up with the biggest single of his career. Oh my God. What is this inning, dude? Holy clutch. Putting us up 2-1 going into the bottom of the 3rd. Bowser came up to the dish once again to go 3 up, 3 out, giving us our second win of the challenge. Next up was Princess Peach and her Toad Brigade. The Peach Monarchs play in Peach's Garden, a field with giant outfield walls and a castle in center field that is next to impossible to hit home runs on. Peach's team consists of the Princess, Daisy, 5 Toads, Toadette, and Toadsworth. On paper, this is a bad team, except for one problem, Toadsworth. Fuck Toadsworth. Remember I told you that singles are deadly in this challenge as I can get lost and give up a home run on a routine hit? Well, this guy specializes in routine hits. And for some reason, they are impossible to find when you can't see. Go figure. It wasn't long before this man was the Aaron Judge of my challenge as he hit an in-the-park home run again and again and again, and you get the picture. Not to mention that on defense, he turned 4 double plays on me. It was an MVP campaign from Old Sworth. Game 1 against Peach started off relatively smooth as both teams were scoreless through almost 3 innings when none other than Toadsworth came up to the plate. He did what he does best and exposed me. We're catching that, right, guys? We're going to pick this ball up? Right? An in-the-park walk-off home run left our Bowser team in shambles. Game 2 was an adjustment for us. We came out hard, scoring a quick run despite Toadsworth making some crazy defensive plays. We were about to walk off the final out of the game when this happened. No! Did I catch it at first? No! No, he caught it at first and he threw it to no one. Turns out, if you throw to a base without anyone on it, the ball just falls and rolls to no one. This grave error lost us the game and ensured we were not yet done in the garden. Game 3 was going as well as I could ask until Toadsworth. The geriatric Barry Bonds hit a 3-run in-the-park homer that left me feeling shame I'm not sure I will ever be able to recover from. Finally, on our 4th attempt against this Peach team, we were able to put together a game with minimal mistakes, scoring a run on a 2-out rally in the top of the 2nd with some really strategic play. And despite a flirt with failure... Where's it? I hate this dude. He hits everything. Catch that. We were able to strike out a Toad and walk away champions. Our next challenge was none other than Mario himself. His team of Luigi, the Sunshine Cast, and Monty Mole play at Mario Baseball's most boring and only competitively viable field, Mario Stadium. In fitting fashion for this boring field, we played perhaps our least exciting game offensively. Starting out with a single into a double play, Bowser stepped to the plate and ripped another solo shot to right field. That's a home run, right? Yeah. Yep. Putting us up to a quick 1-0 lead. From here, it was a pitching enthusiast's dream as Bowser pitched a shutout. After the grueling series at Peach's Garden, we were able to get out of Mario Stadium easily with a first try victory, leaving us with just 2 games to win. By this point in the challenge, things were rolling. I felt confident with my swing timing, my pitching, and my overall strategies that I was ready to put on a show for all the fans watching at home. I had no fear walking into Yoshi's Park for our showdown with the Islanders. Yoshi's squad, consisting of the Green Dino, Birdo, Baby Mario and Luigi, and 5 Shy Guys, didn't pose much of a threat to me initially, and I was ready to go out there and dominate without seeing a second of it. The first inning started strong for us with a double from Greenbones and an absolute bomb from Bowser, putting us up to an early 2-0 lead. The rest of the first and second inning went by quickly with no damage being done by either side, leaving the door wide open for a series of quick hits putting us up 3-0, looking to close out this game. Admittedly, this is where my hubris took over. A Shy Guy single into possibly the world's first Baby Mario home run closed the gap and made this a 1-run game. Thankfully, our pitching strategy came through, securing 3 outs and having us walk out of Yoshi's Park a victor. Only one challenge left, the 5-inning All-Star game. Exclusive to the Bowser run of challenge mode is the All-Star game. After clearing each field, you are summoned back to Bowser's castle to face off against an all-star cast of the game's captains. This star-studded squad consisted of Mario, Luigi, Peach and Daisy, Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, Wario and Waluigi, and Birdo. Sorry Yoshi, not sure why you got the all-star snub. Bowser's Castle, despite being home to the league's best home run hitters, has giant walls, making it next to impossible to hit a home run on this stadium. We started off this game feeling confident with Bowser bullying his way to a double, which unfortunately didn't result in any scoring. In the bottom of the first inning, we gave up 2 quick singles to Diddy and Peach and managed to get out of a tough situation with perhaps the world's first ever blindfolded double play. I just pulled a double play on Birdo with my eyes closed, man. From here, our offensive struggles continued as, despite a hit from Bowser Jr., we weren't able to score any runs. The bottom of the second looked great defensively, though, as we were able to go 3 up, 3 out, and move on to the third inning. Here, we were able to get a beautiful single from Boomerang Bro, which could have been more with, sight, followed up by a deep double from Red Bones, putting us with runners on second and third with the big man coming up. The Koopa, who had shown up nearly every game for us, took 2 quick strikes before getting a hold of one and barely carrying it over the right field wall, putting us up 3-0 on one swing. The plan had finally come together. From here, we pitched strikeout after strikeout after strikeout until we found ourselves in the final inning of the game. Wario was able to reach second on a beautiful hit, leaving the All-Stars with their best chance to score with their backs against the wall. A quick strikeout from Waluigi left Donkey Kong up with 2 outs and the game on the line. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and the challenge was over. 3-0 Bowser, ball game. And that was it. Just like that, I had become the first person in the world to beat Mario Superstar Baseball blindfolded, relying only on my supreme baseball intuition and the sounds of the game. And, Bowser hitting home runs. Bowser was the obvious MVP for the season. With a collective ERA of 3.71, 4 home runs hit, and 8 RBI, this man dominated the league. Now, only one thing remains. Get speedrun.com to accept this so I can hold the world record as the blindfolded Mario Baseball champion.